And welcome back, guys. Today I am doing assignment 3 of Eric Kim's Street Notes workbook challenge. Today I've decided that I'm just going to stand in one spot and not move. Now I was going to add a little twist to his challenge. I'm not really sure if he wanted me to stand in one spot for the whole day. I can't do that, but I'm going to just pick a couple spots that are really busy and just try to spend a great deal of time there. So 10, 20, 30 minutes, and then see what I can capture and then move to another spot. So this point of this project is to show you that moving around and finding photos isn't always the best way to go about it, and sometimes just letting the photos come to you, is a more natural approach. So we're in Eastern Market right now. It's kind of busy. It's one of the last few Saturdays. I think people are going to come out before it gets really cold. So I'm going to go, walk around, look for a busy corner, and spend 20, 30 minutes there. So we'll see how it comes out. Favorite things about other cities is how many people they have and the amount of traffic that they have. So when I go to Chicago or Cleveland or wherever, you get a lot of people who cross the street at one time, and I love that because you can find interesting people in that crowd. But Eastern Market is kind of the same thing. When they go from one shed to another shed, there's this little crossway, and the cool thing about it today is that when you walk into these sheds, you're naturally warm and you get cozy, and when you walk out, you get that sense of chill, and your face is always oh. So I'm going to just stand there for a little bit, freeze to death, and try to capture some of those reactions. Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright guys, and that's the end of assignment number 3. I had a lot of fun doing that. That's something that I've really been trying to practice on, is kind of staying still. Again, the first scene I kind of shot it just at a little intersection between shed 2 and shed 1, I believe, of Eastern Market. And then those last couple photos was just me standing on a corner for 10 minutes before I headed home. Ended up getting some last minute shots as I decided to walk away. I do want to give you guys the assignment notes. So at the end of every assignment, there's a little section for you to kind of fill out some things you learned, some things you should have done, some things you didn't wish you have done. And yeah, so what did I notice about not moving? Really what I noticed is that people don't care that you're standing there. So I stood there for about 20 minutes. People kind of just came in and came out. Sometimes I even got low on the floor to kneel, and I was hoping they would look down into my camera. And no one was like, hey, get out the way. No one was pissed off. Like, you know, when you see a guy across the street and he's doing something interesting and you run over there to take his photo, you kind of feel like you're intruding, or like you're ruining whatever he has going on. You know, your presence is annoying him. But when you're standing in one spot, it's kind of like I was here first. So you don't have that same sense of fear. You guys see, I was just like click, 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 click. Couldn't do that really fast like I wanted to. But yeah, I didn't have that same sense of fear that I would have had if I was just like running over to capture a moment, because the moments are coming to me. I was there first. I didn't mind. They didn't mind. And it was pretty simple. So if you guys are kind of scared of approaching people, well, let them approach you. The lessons that I learned, I learned that it's a good way to remind yourself that you don't have to always shoot in new areas to get different shots. That's the beauty of street photography, is that it's really reliant on the subject, and you can shoot the same place every day and it'll be a different photo. It doesn't matter. Like, all the elements can be different and you don't even have to move, because it's just based on the person, you know. And yeah, that's what I learned, is that even though you're shooting in the same spot, you still get a different photo every time you press that shutter. What I did wrong, I don't know why, but I had this mentality that because I was standing in one spot, I had to shoot people passing by. Like, that was the only thing that I could do. There were a couple people who were really intriguing to me, and because the action in which they passed me by didn't make for an interesting photo, but I could have been like, hey, you, stop, come here. I like whatever you got going on. Let's take a couple shots. And I could have pulled people to the side and did some portraits. So every moment doesn't have to be candid. Just because they're standing in one spot doesn't mean that you should change who you are as a photographer. I'm the kind of shoot photographer where if I see something and I can't capture it candidly, I'll stop you and we'll do it together. And for whatever reason, I feel out of my element in that aspect. So if I did that over, there was this one guy, he had like some glasses like on top of his head, looked really cool. Like, definitely should have stopped him, grabbed a couple photos, kicked it with him, chatted it up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys do this, I recommend you do it soon. If you live on the East Coast like me, it's getting cold outside. It's gonna be really hard to stand in one place in the winter. Eric recommends you do it for 30 minutes to an hour. The first scene you guys saw me at, I was there for about 35, 40 minutes. The second scene, maybe like 10, 15 minutes before I headed home. So altogether, I might have been out there for about an hour, 15 minutes. And I think I came away with a decent body of work. If you know, not all gems, obviously, but a couple cool photos. If you guys want to see all of them, I left a link in the description below. You can go check that out. Be sure to pick up Eric Kim's Street Notes. This is assignment number 3 out of 5. I'll catch you guys back here for the next 2. You guys like my energy? Peace. Alright guys, so it is day 2 of this Street Notes assignment. Initially, I wanted to go in order and give you guys the first 5 assignments, but I slowly realized that